Hello and welcome to this video. Stuff I will explain here might become a little complex due to the difficulty of this topic, but let's just start. As you maybe already noticed, it's about the player DleltyPL. Honestly, I never wanted to make such a video again as in the case of DJ Keemster X, but I guess it has to be done. First of all, who is DleltyPL? He is a random guy from Poland, nothing special about him to mention of what he achieved. I accuse him of having faked the Ikusa Triple Neo no macro video. It is done with macros, but let me start at the beginning so hopefully everyone will understand. I want to summarize what kind of person DleltyPL is first. He is banned for fly hacking on Chelsea. He got caught exploiting a fly glitch on Ibis, he griefed work of 60 plus people on TD2, and he is a good friend with Noxa, which got caught hacking on basically every server, sometimes even twice. Timola, Chelsea, Ibis, Jumpcraft, and so on. And he also griefed TD2 and blamed that on someone else who did nothing wrong. Those facts alone seem him beating actually a 20 triple really unlikely. People that hack usually don't have the patience for practicing and getting better, but I have evidence which I will show you now. First of all, we need to understand how chain triples work. For this I recorded this small video in slow motion. Let's look at it first. Pausing at the frame before landing, which is indicated by the height of epsilon being 0.14, you're able to see that I'm only at 0.299 on the x-axis and at 0.379 on the z-axis. This means in this example I landed just by 0.001 blocks on the side of the block and 0.079 at front of the block. But how much is this number actually? Well, here you see the hitbox of a ladder from the side. It's 2 pixels long. The distance of 0.079 blocks is half of that, and 0.001 is 1 out of 79 of this. And yes, it's always this precise. It's between 0.000 and 0.002. What does this mean? Performing a double triple means you have only one, maybe if you're lucky 2 pixels, and of those only a 1/30th slice vertically to jump from. It is this thin line. That is the reason why double triples are challenging for people that start new with parkour. It's barely doable with eyeballing. You need to develop some kind of muscle memory for each situation where you phase out a bit too much or too much in. Maybe you want to know why it's most likely only possible to land on the second last pixels. This is explained by the Z blockage, which blocks in Z phasing have. It's a weird mechanic and no one knows why it exists. You need to get a little introduction of something else first. How Minecraft calculates positions. It is pretty simple. If you land on a block, you have to be over that block already 1 tick before landing. Seems pretty simple. It just means that you got the full tick cycle of 1 jump minus 1 tick to land. If you do a Neo Z phasing, you need to pass the wall already 2 ticks before, not only 1, 2 ticks before. Otherwise you are not able to land. This makes every normal jump, for example a triple Neo jump with a distance of 4.2 blocks, into a 4.2 block jump 1 tier higher with, for example, a trapdoor on it. This is the distance of a triple Neo, basically. Now for this I calculated the minimum momentum to perform a triple Neo by using my jump calculator and the help of Cinnamol. In the tick before landing, you need to have a minimum speed of 0.242 blocks per tick. This would make you land 0.150 in front of the block if you line up perfectly. If you go slower, you would underjump the triple. As I already mentioned, a ladder has a size of 0.125, which is equal to 2 pixels. The minimum distance between landing and double triple is, as I have shown here, those 2 pixels, and I just proved it. But it's not all. Since your momentum gets higher and higher the more you jump, you need to adjust your movement and maybe even do a sprint reset into the wall. but you should never fall under the 0.242 blocks per ticks, otherwise you would underjump. And you are also not allowed to get a higher speed since a specific number, otherwise you would overjump. Both can happen. Just keep in mind you have to land on a super thin line of 2 pixels and adjust everything from there. Since you know now how precise chain triple neos are, we are now looking onto the facts. DleltyPL landed a 20 triple precise 1 to 2 pixel lines in a row. His PB before was a 12 triple. How was he able to be so lucky to top his PB by 8 in just one day? Let's look at all of this in a realistic way. Back a year ago, Ovex tryharded chain triples and got 9 triples, but was never able to get up to 10, even though he tried a lot. Then a few times later, Rex got his 12 triple, which is 1 year ago. Keep in mind, you had to land 12 super precise jumps in a row with non-stop at all. From there he tried it on and off until he got 14 triples month later, and recently a 16 triple, which is insane. He practiced a lot for that and developed a really insane muscle memory for this type of jump. So Rex's record stands unbeaten for nearly a year, and then out of nowhere Dlelty does a 12 triple as well, and then 1.5 days later 20 triple. He just skips 8 triples. This guy wasn't even that active in the recent time, but maybe he got lucky and just did 20 nearly pixel perfect movements in succession. Nope, I don't think so. We are now coming down to the analyze part of this video, which will prove you wrong that it was luck. I analyzed every video that had at least a 10 triple in it, and I came to the conclusion that Dlelty's video is way too accurate to not be played by macro, and here is why. I measured the mouse movement of Dlelty vertically and horizontally. The first thing you are able to check is the corner of the slab thing. It's different by only this tiny amount all the time. That means the vertically mouse movement is at the fixed point when the mouse is completely to the left. The difference of that all the time is only 0.5, and that's probably only because of his sprint resets. So his vertically mouse movement is basically changing for every triple nearly 0, even though vertically mouse movement is not important at all and doesn't have to be precise. You can look up or down and it wouldn't change. How is he able to hold his mouse still so perfectly? All other people I analyzed as well had at least a change of maybe 2 to 3. Myself had a change of 5. I measured it if he hit the glass with his aim on the triple or not. I compared that to Bonk and Rex, as well as to Wolf. I made up a counting system. 3 in front of the glass, 2 on the glass, and 1 in the glass. Counting for Bonk was like this. As you're able to see, it's a pretty big chaos and not really something visible that shows a pattern or so. And now Dlelty's 20 triple. Well, I guess I don't have to say anything more to that, but you can check it yourself if you don't believe me. But before we will do that, look at this part of the video. I mean, seriously, what the fuck is his mouth doing there? And it's not only me that is pretty sure he hacks. Entity-Wolf, URX, Stan Cinema, the best parkour players, and the people that have the most knowledge about how Minecraft actually works are the same opinion. Even Bonk, after I told him about all of this, was unsure if it's legit, and he's a friend of Dlelty. If you still think this was done without a macro, legit, then you would probably believe that he was legit in this video as well. Thanks for watching. See ya.